Okay, so here's our render from previous section of tutorials. Let's keep on adding more elements, and we'll go create new folder, and let's call this backdrop. Okay, and in this backdrop, so we have it front. I'll probably just go from mid right here. Okay, let me switch this so we can see all of them. And I want to take probably some of this, where we put it on a back, those ones. Okay, well, let's connect them and we'll move them into the backdrop. Okay, so right here. On this case, can take our mid one and hide so we don't see them. In this case, I can rebuild a little bit, and let's hide that front as well. Okay, so we'll just start adding elements to the back. The one thing I look on this white birch or whatever, big one tree, and it's look a little bit messy, look too big on the back. So we'll go to bring this a little bit more up. And the reason why, if you look from top, the density of the leaves is what creating. So if we bring up a little bit more, the density will reduce because how the rays will go, and will create also look, you know what, let's go up all the way and see. Can I adjust up this way and see, maybe we don't need it. Yeah, I think that's look good. All what we need is just drop a little bit lower, so we'll cover, mostly I want to cover this bottom section. Okay, yeah, I think that will work great. So right here, let's put trees on a back, and we have a different type of trees. You can select it. Mostly I prefer to use something with more plants, like this HD lime tree, which is not the plant factory, one of the original, but it's look very nice, very good tree. So we can put that one right here, and we'll just create several of them. Again, I'm copying, we'll put on a background, and we'll just add them right on the back. So it's all the fillers. We're just kind of filling that backdrop right there all the way down. Okay, maybe add a few more. More down. Okay, and in some cases, like right here on the top, we always can go click and extend, make it even taller, bigger, and put it just all the way on the back, so it can create kind of cover for us as well. Right there, tree, because I don't worry about this area. We will cover, this area is covering, so mostly what I want to cover, just leave it high right there. And again, you can click create new, or you can hold it Alt key, click and drag, or options, and it will just duplicate it. And when we'll duplicate, we'll just rotate around. In many cases, you won't see because they come together, you just only see the wall. You won't see any other ones, but you can right here notice we're just creating, there you go, wall of those plants. Okay, and I'm going to add a few more right here. All what it is, it's this wall. Let's up front add something more so we can kind of cover. And I'm going just to add different, maybe pine tree. You can put it any other things, but again, I'm just putting up front of that plants right here. So it's add extra kind of mix, and I'm not necessarily like how it's come up, so we'll try to find maybe different plant. Okay, we also can take this pine tree, even it's single pine, put it maybe around here, so we have it kind of more mix of the plants. And as we're going, we'll probably add more and more mixes to this, just to create mostly right this area. I want to also cover because you can see opening, and I want to hide this opening in this area. So we'll just go to the plants, select different ones. Let's see what we have right here, and we can go back to what we used before, plants, and just put it more of them below. Okay, so we can increase in size so they cover for us, almost like bushes. and use Alt key or Option key. Just duplicate it for now. So just have this cover right there. Let's go back and add maybe one of the dead tree on the back. So add some coloring. We'll put it this right on the middle, right here. So you can see we add, very important it is, used as many different you can with different even coloring. So this is will add all this very interesting kind of effect to our scenery. So it will create more of this realism is what it will add in this case. Okay, we'll just add this maybe right on the side. Okay, we still have it a little bit on the back, and we can actually cover if you want all the way, or we can leave a little bit sky for now and see if we want to add. If we want cover on the back, all what we need to do, it's the same things. We'll just need to go to create new plant. Let's go just for now a little bit yellow plant as well. I'll use it as example, but after we'll put it down. So we can create this, for example, tree. We can go up and make it almost fly like this on the back, and you will see how it will cover. And if we put enough density, that will create almost like a trees, very tall trees way on the back, and it will create a nice cover. However, I won't do it right now, but I will take this yellow tree and we'll put it right, maybe stick right here in the middle and a little bit lower. So just create additional preview. Okay, and always when I create it, I like to go ahead and render as we're going. I know it will take additional time, but it's make much easier to see what we have it so far. Okay, as it keep it rendering, I can see right here. You'll notice we see repetition or some of this plan, so we need to rotate as well, maybe scale down, because right now they're all on the same line. Again, I'm not necessarily worried too much about this because I know we'll modify this. It's just a rough placement, but just keep in mind you can see right here repetitions. There, right there, we can see repetitions. Easy avoidable if we just rotate the planes and scale them a little bit, so you can still doing that. Reuse as well. I do like this tree. Maybe we'll bring closer this red tree because nice details. And after this, we'll start building more frame around, because I want to put it leaves close up around this area. Maybe put tree here, bigger tree on this side, and rocks placing right here, climbing rocks, and we'll make also leaves going around area. So almost like you look through the hole in some secret place in the forest, like opening, like you're going through the forest and there will be a nice opening on the middle. So we'll go to do that one. Okay, so render finish. Let's go click OK. How I said before, let's work. This portion is good. Don't worry about shadows. We'll add after, add this wall. One thing, let's go to atmosphere. Okay, we'll go to atmosphere editor. And right here, I want to switch this to the standard. Okay, and we'll go just for now, just to the standard, so it will be much faster rendering. So we'll just go to this case. Let's go take sunlight. And at this point, I think sunlight about right position where I want it. Maybe just a little bit more on the side. We'll see when we start a little bit closer. Right now, just to, I can see there's some shadows. Okay, notice how it's flat. We don't have it that much. And mostly because I don't worry too much about the sliding at this moment, mostly on the framing and positioning. Okay, so next, let's go to our plant. This plant, how I said before, we can okay, go ahead just to rotate and scale slightly down. That will make a huge difference. Same this one, we'll just rotate and scale down. Okay, you can see already it will look more natural. Okay, now let's go to foreground. We'll close it, this one, background. And we can enable all of those too, so we can preview kind of in our scenery where located. We'll go to the mid and let's put a tree. Actually, what I want to do, I want to take these red on this tree and bring it closer. I just like how it's look. So we'll just bring it a little bit up closer right here. Okay. And we'll go to the mid and let's right in this area add another plant. So we'll go right in the trees and we have a nice beautiful lime tree, so it's what we're going to use. And I want to place this actually around there closer to the camera almost. Maybe around here. Okay, and remember, because it's on the bottom, we need to go bring a little bit higher. You can up and down or put it around. And also, when we place some of those candy, okay, well, let's look right there. They're going on the back behind of some trees. We can lose them. So let's bring them closer so we can see some of them. Okay, maybe around this area. It's kind of bring them a little bit up so we can see. Okay, you know what? In Atmosphere Editor, let me switch this to the global ambience so it will add a bit better on the lighting. Okay, next let's go to add plants a little bit on the side. And as we're going to the front, okay, let's go take this front one and move it up. Actually, I don't want to move plants. I just want to move my front up. So, okay, let me see where's my plants. I'm putting them. Okay. There you go. There's my two plants. They just drag in the wrong folder. Okay, right there. Okay. So in the front, what I want to do, I want to start building a round area. And we'll do a couple ways this. One will make a floating trees. The reason is why floating trees, that we don't need to really look for the kind of roots. So if we just have it one plant, for example, we'll shrink all the way down and rotate and make those like this, putting right there. You can see the branches above, but we don't really know, almost like they may be hanging from other tree, and it's all what we're going to do. We're going to simulate like almost tree overhanging. We can try to find tree that it match better, but in this case it's much easy, much faster to do this way, and it give it a very nice result for us as well. Okay, so right here we kind of can see the plant right there once, and let's add some more yellowish around, so, and we'll start creating this kind of interesting framing around this. Let's do this in next portion of the story.